I am joined by Stretford Paddock's Joe Smith. Joe,
Oh,
United have won the FA
I
Cup.
can't believe it, and my voice is going and everything. It was just absolutely amazing, wasn't it? Perfect. The performance in the first half was absolutely the blueprint of how you beat Manchester City. Fantastic defensively, brilliant on the ball, dangerous on the counter-attack. Mainoo and Amrabat in the middle were just 10 out of 10. What a performance, unbelievable.
You know, Alejandro Garnacho and Mainoo have been so integral for Man United this season. For them to step up on a day like today, what's your thoughts on them?
I mean, Garnacho is running for the first goal, obviously putting pressure on, was it Vardiol who messed it up? It was, wasn't it? Brilliant. Just being there, being in the right place, making those runs all the time. We clearly had a plan, play the ball over the top. We looked dangerous with it half a dozen times in that first half, and it got us a goal. And then obviously Mainoo, 90 minutes, just an absolute phenomenon. He's the player that everyone else looks to when we're trying to play the ball out from the back and teams are pressing high. It's Mainoo that they give the ball to because he's got the most composure, he's got the best touch, he's got the vision, and he can wait and he doesn't mind opposition players around him. He'll find the right pass every time. It's a trait that you cannot teach. It's just amazing, and it's so rare to see it. And there's a reason why when we're worried we give the ball to the 19-year-old, because he's that good. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Do you see him being up there, maybe not yet, but one day with the youth that Man United have had in the past? I'm talking like class of 92 kind of names.
I mean, in terms of what we've seen so far, he's the most, I would say, composed and perhaps technically gifted midfielder I've seen come through at United. I started watching slightly after Paul Scholes came through. For me, he's the benchmark in my lifetime. But sort of post class of 92 onwards, there's no one really who can compete with him in terms of his technical ability. What he goes on to do is, remains to be seen, how different managers adapt to him and how he can sort of push on. But he gets goals against big teams. He's brilliant on the ball. He's reliable. He's always in the right place, and he's got the best head on his shoulders I've ever seen for a 19-year-old. So the sky's just the limit, and he's already there. He was man of the match in the FA Cup final. He's already in the sky. What more does he need to do?
Now we've got to talk about Erik Ten Hag. Was that his last game? Because on one hand, the season has been abysmal. However, for him to pull out a game like today and beat Manchester City 2-1 in an FA Cup final, where do you stand? Is it his last game?
It better not be. It really shouldn't be. And I think, obviously a manager's career shouldn't swing on one game whether we won or lost today. But you can see from today that he's a manager who understands how to win big games. He knows what tactics are. We've got to this point where we're accusing him of not having a tactical idea. When he's obviously did that at Ajax, he's doing it constantly at Manchester United. And yes, things have been terrible in the league, but to win trophies back-to-back seasons, they've done that in, 15 years or something. I just think that can't be understated, what it is to win trophies. Arsenal, under Arteta, he's been there 5 years, he gets loads of praise. Ten Hag's won more than he has. You look at a lot of different teams, everyone except Man City in the Premier League has had a worse season than we have. You can, obviously Champions League football is great, but what are Aston Villa going to do with Champions League football? They're not going to win it. We've actually won a trophy this season. It's a big thing. Liverpool, they've got a Carabao, great, we've got the FA Cup. I just think you can't be sacking managers who wins trophies every year they've been at a club. What else are we here for? That would be ludicrous to me.
You're not seeing a Van Gaal 2.0 then?
I mean, we might. That's the thing. It's not up to me, is it? And I think this would be the first time if we were to get rid of Ten Hag, because we don't know if they will. This will be the first time I think most fans that I speak to, that I see, that we, you have mates, you chat in WhatsApp groups, you see it in the comment section on YouTube videos. It feels like most United fans want to keep Ten Hag, and I think this would be the first time where there would be a real backlash if they were to get rid of him.
And what do you want to see this summer going into the new season? Already thinking about that?
I'm not thinking about that yet. I'm enjoying this first. We obviously need another backup striker, a midfielder. Casemiro looks like he might be on his way out. Not playing in the cup final when he's fit. That says a lot. We need a new centre back. Varane's going, and whatever's going on at left back, I don't know the sort of curse that's been put on that position. But we probably need a new one of them as well. So. Yeah, and maybe Amrabat's just signed himself a deal with the last sort of months of performances. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but yeah, there's obviously reinforcements needed. But I just think you look at when we've got a close to full strength team like that, they're capable of putting in very good performances, and that's a really good sign for me.
And finally, City have got the Premier League title. United have got the FA Cup. Is Manchester red or blue, Joe?
I mean, it's always red, obviously. There's not even a question there. But, you know, it's amazing what you can do with 115 charges hanging over your head, isn't it? That's all it takes, really. Just, you know, spend a bit, spend a bit, spend a bit. 115 charges, oh, we've won again. Great. Boring, isn't it?
Well, there you go. Manchester is red.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.